In this episode of GTV, we will be discussing an April Fool's segment, 6th grade check-in, map testing,
a spring break GOP, a May moment, and more.
This episode of GTV starts right now. Welcome back to this episode of GTV. I'm Madeline Cornice.
And I'm Lauren Lowe.
Hey Lauren, did you know that this is the last year that GTV will be a class?
Wait, what?
April Fools. Let's head over to Reese to prank some more Grizzlies.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Reese Woodruff. April Fools, I'm Madeline. But I don't know where Reese is. I think she's out pranking some people, so let's go join her.
What's your name and grade?
My name is Owen Adams. I'm in 8th grade.
And can I show you my secret talent?
Yep.
Put your finger
right here. It's called a dog jaw. Put it like right here. Put your finger on me right here. Okay, yeah, it's a dog jaw.
Can I show you my secret talent?
Sure.
It's called a dog jaw. So put your finger like right here by my face. And it's weird, but then it's just like
My talent is so secret that even I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
Ethan Leone in 8th grade.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
Ethan Leone, 8th grade.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
Oh, you're so sassy.
What's your name and what do you teach?
I'm Mr. Morrow. I teach 8th grade math.
What's your name and what do you teach?
I'm Mr. Morrow. I teach 8th grade math.
What's your name and what grade do you teach?
Okay, I'm having a glitch in the matrix. Something's happening.
Don't look at me.
What's your name? What do you teach?
Disclaimer, we will be picking all this up. Like this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Those are some interesting reactions. And the $7, we hope you like your room. This is Reese Woodruff signing off from GTV. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, those Grizzlies got so scared.
I know, right?
Hey, Maddie, how do you think the 6th graders like their year so far?
I don't know. I hope they liked it though.
Me too. But just to make sure of it, let's head on over to Catherine to ask them.
Hey Grizzlies, my name is Catherine Terrian, and we're just going to be checking up on how the 6th graders are going. Let's go. What's your name and what grade do you teach?
I'm Mr. Christensen. I teach 6th grade English.
How are the 6th graders doing?
We're doing all right. We're doing okay. Spring fever is starting to set in. I think everyone's getting kind of ready for the year to come to a close. But yeah, we're doing all right.
That's great.
I know.
Thank you.
Then you're welcome.
And what grade are you in?
Hi, I'm Riley Duncan, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing so far in school?
I'm doing pretty well, but it's kind of tiring.
I get it. Are you excited for any classes next year?
Probably cooking.
Yes, that's a good one. Thank you. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Rosemary, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing so far in school?
Good.
Are you excited about your classes next year?
Yes.
Is there any activity you want to do?
I don't know. Not really.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a vertical induction column. There was the stem of the mushroom that was sort of fuel and blossomed out at greater height. And from
on your calculator to solve these problems. But I am going to let you use the negative button to plug your answer back up in and check it. Okay? And so I want to make sure you all know how.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
I'm Brayden, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing this year?
Good. I'm just trying to get grades up.
I get it. Are you excited for any classes next year?
Yeah, I'm excited to do I want to do honors.
Yeah.
I want to do honors reading.
That's great. Thank you. What's your name and what do you teach?
Mrs. Richardson, 6th grade reading.
How are the 6th graders doing this year?
They're doing really well. I think coming back from spring break, we had to review some expectations for hallway and grade checks and all of those things, but they're doing really well. We did really well in our kindness lesson the other day, so hopefully we can end strong, and we're getting ready to get ramped up for the math test. So,
yeah. Thank you.
And I also missed class of 2029.
What's your name and what do you teach?
I'm Mrs. Slinkard. I teach 6th grade ELA and Reading Plus.
How are the 6th graders doing this year?
They're doing great. They're very well behaved. They're respectful, and they're doing awesome. I'm really proud of them.
That's great to hear.
Great to hear. Definitely, sure. I'm happy about it. Hopefully, everyone else is too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Rosemary, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing this year so far?
Good.
Are you excited about any classes next year?
Sure.
Like what?
Like robotics.
Oh, that's a cool one.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Lemuel, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing so far this year?
Good.
Are you excited for any classes next year?
I guess so.
Is there a specific class you're excited for?
Math.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Nick, and I'm in 6th grade.
How are you doing so far this year?
Pretty good.
Are you excited for any classes next year?
Yeah. Cooking class.
That sounds really fun. Thank you. Wow, Grizzlies, that's great. Hope you guys have a fun middle school. Signing off from GTV, I'm Catherine Terrian. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, it sounds like they are enjoying it here.
Well, that's good.
By the way, Lauren, map testing is coming up soon. Do you think you're prepared for it?
I'm not sure. I think I can always do better, though.
Well, let's pass the camera to Liam to check on some ways to be prepared for it then.
Hey Grizzlies, it's Liam Bodicare. Today we'll go over map testing expectations, block scheduling, and we'll also be interviewing teachers. Let's go. Oh, hey Grizzlies, didn't see you there. Here I am prepping for the map test. I got my 2 most important things that you need. A book, also your computer. Oh, hey again, see how we're in the library? Well, you'll be needing a book for the map test. Make sure you ask your teacher to come get a book from the library if you don't have one. Hey Kendra, what book are you reading, and what would you recommend for the map test? I'm reading alone, and I would definitely recommend this book for the map test. Hey Grizzlies, we're in a setting where you will take the map test. It's always going to be a voice level 0. Whenever you're finished doing your map test, you'll always want to read your book. If you don't want to read, you can always put your head down. Hey Siri.
You know what? That's for you.
What's your name and what grade do you teach?
I'm Dr. Larson, and I teach 8th grade science.
Do you have any tips for the 8th graders going into the science map test?
Yeah, for sure. With the science test, you need to make sure you read what's there and look at what's there. A lot of times there'll be a graph or a picture or something where you can find the answers. And if you can't find the answer, at least think of something that you've learned in science or that we've recently reviewed. Don't just put blank answers or like X, Y, Z. Like maybe you could get partial credit. Take your time. You've got a whole bunch of time, and really just do your best. You've all worked for, oh my gosh, like 9 years on science. Like you may as well see how much you know, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. What's your name and what grade do you teach?
My name is Mr. Stuklik. I teach 8th grade ELA.
Do you have any tips for students going into the ELA map test?
I mean, the number one thing is, like always, get a good night's sleep and make sure that you are ready to go for the map test. it's going to cover all the things you've been learning for years and years and years. Just being ready and being prepared and having good minds to go into that. If you're going to review anything, it's probably those different types of writing that we've done: informational writing, fiction writing, and argumentative writing, and basically kind of reviewing like what the steps are and what those are involved in those processes.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Grizzlies, I hope you learned a lot from the demonstrations and advice. I'm Liam Bodeker, signing off. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, those were some great ways to get prepared for the map test.
Yeah, no kidding.
By the way, yearbooks will be coming out soon and will be sold before school at the concession stand.
Thank you for telling me. I'll need to buy one. How much are they?
They are $30 for the hardcover and come out in May.
Thanks. I have plenty of time to save up for now.
Also, what did you do over spring break?
I played softball and we got second place.
Congratulations. Let's pass the camera to Sarah to see what the other Grizzlies did over their break.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Sarah, and let's go see what other people did on their spring break. What grade are you in?
Jordan, I'm in 7th grade.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I talked to the guys.
Good job. What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name's Ty Stoller, I'm in 8th grade.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I went to my grandparents, I worked.
Thank you. What grade are you in?
My name's Aiden, I'm in 8th grade.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I went to Florida.
That's cool. Anything else?
I went there for a tournament in football.
Nice, thank you. What grade do you teach?
My name is Miss Garricky and I teach all of the grades.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I kicked off spring break with a 3-day long speech and debate tournament, so that was really fun. And then I spent, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of time doing nothing. I finished like 3 books, hung out with my dog and played some Mario Party with my friends.
Thank you. What's your name and what grade do you teach?
Miss Homendaler, 7th and 8th grade.
And what did you do over spring break?
Oh my gosh, I redid my entire house. I've been training for my half marathon. I went shopping a lot. I spent so much money. My husband's gonna be mad. And I did sleep a lot.
Thank you. What's your name and what grade do you teach?
I'm Mrs. George and I teach art for all the grades.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I relaxed a lot and played with my new puppy.
Cute. Thank you. Mm-hmm. What grade do you teach?
I'm Miss Cartwright and I teach 6th grade.
And what'd you do over spring break?
Really a whole lot of nothing. I laid out in my backyard. I took my dog for a walk around the lake, slept in every day, just enjoyed life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you teach?
Mrs. Richardson, 6th grade reading.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I went to Cabo, Mexico.
Ooh.
With my brother and his girlfriend and my husband.
Nice. I need that warm weather. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Kevin Robertson, 8th grade.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I went down to Florida. We spent 2 days traveling down there, 14-hour trip. And we spent another 4 days in Destin and then 2 days back up.
Sounds like a long trip.
It was extremely long.
I cannot deal with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name and what grade do you teach?
I am Mr. Manning and I teach orchestra.
And what did you do over spring break?
I slept a lot, played a lot of music, and I played a lot of video games.
That's fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name and what grade do you teach?
Hi, I'm Miss Mercer and I teach 6th through 8th grade sewing and fashion design.
And what'd you do over spring break?
I built some landscaping walls and planted lots of roses.
Thank you. What grade do you teach?
My name is Miss Weber and I teach 7th and 8th grade.
And what did you do over spring break?
I did a lot of cleaning and hanging out with family.
Thank you. Grizzlies, those were some amazing spring activities. I'm Sarah Donegan and back to you in the studio.
Wow, sounds like those Grizzlies had fun over the break. But do you know what else is fun?
I don't know, Maddie. What is it?
Our new and improved lecture called a Meg Moment.
What's that?
Well, if you want to know, we should head over to Peyton to see for ourselves.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Peyton Ryan, and I think it's time for a Ming moment. Let's go to Mr. Ming. What's your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
My thoughts on pineapple on pizza. I'm not opposed to pineapple on a pizza.
Really?
I'm really not.
Why?
Because to me, pizza is kind of a blank canvas.
Touche.
You start with just pizza. You can put anything on it. If you're into sweet and salty, pineapple's not a bad way to go.
But I'm not somebody who also goes out and just says, every time I get a pizza, I gotta have pineapple on it. Trip to Ireland, nice segue. Very nice segue, because they have a lot of pineapples in Ireland. They're known for pineapple dishes. I will tell you, Ireland is a wonderful country. Ireland is a great place that people should visit. I think more people should actually move to Ireland. Not only is the country beautiful, the people are wonderful.
Will you?
I'm thinking about it. I could be convinced it would not be a bad thing.
If you could have a walk-up song, like it would be your theme song, wherever you like walk into a room and it plays, what would that song be?
Well, for me, it'd be the Imperial March.
Why?
Because I'm cold and dark.
Touche, you are pretty cold and you're pretty dark.
Yes, and I like to have a march song when I walk in, especially if I have some stormtroopers around me and just walk in and kind of just
Where are you getting stormtroopers
take me
from?
over.
You're stealing them from Disney?
This is my dream.
This is my dream.
This is my dream. If I have theme music when I walk in, I get my stormtroopers. This is the Ming moment.
This is the Ming moment.
This is my world.
Sour Patch Kids are amazing. Anything sour is the best.
I don't mind sour. I'm just not a big fan of sour candy.
What's your favorite candy then?
M&M's.
M&M's? Over anything?
I would take an M&M over just about anything.
About least favorite?
I don't know. I'm kind of not a fan of jelly beans. Just plain jelly beans. They just don't do it for me. I don't know why.
Favorite leg asked me to ask you this.
Oh boy.
About your first job.
My first job, my first actual job, I mowed lawns, where I actually pushed a lawnmower and, mowed a lot of lawns. Back in the day, we didn't have self-propelled mowers.
That's typical.
We had to push them. I know. The world was in black and white. That was one step decided taking
Why do we have pictures of dinosaurs that are in color?
Hey, don't make fun of Dino.
Those are painted!
Don't make fun of Dino. He was a good pet. First teaching job. My first teaching job was at Helias High School in Jefferson City.
Yes.
And I basically got the job because when I interviewed, they were looking for a tennis coach or a cheerleading sponsor. And they gave me the choice.
You should have done cheerleading.
The math teacher next door got the cheerleading job. I took the tennis job because at least I knew something about tennis. I knew how to keep score. I knew how to actually play the game, and I got to actually drive the bus and take the kids all over Missouri coaching tennis.
You want to know about your opinion about the district's technology.
Well, I believe this question came from either Miss Seitz or Miss Gerke.
For sure.
Not that I want to throw anybody under the bus on that, but my thoughts on district technology. How much card do you have on this camera? Yeah, well, if I start talking technology, we might be talking like a 30 to 40 minute segment. Technology is great, okay? Don't take this wrong. I love to use technology. I think technology is a very useful tool. I just feel like sometimes we don't understand what it takes to use technology. I taught in a computer lab for 9 years before I came over here to Paul Kinder, and I got used to having a computer in hand with kids every day. Our problem with technology here, unfortunately, is the infrastructure, is the how it works. It's the what do we support, what do we not support, and we try to play to the least common denominator. The lowest possible thing we can figure out on technology seems to be what we do. I think we can do better.
Well spoken.
Thank you.
Deep.
This seals your deal of having any friends in this school. Who's your favorite teacher?
My
besides
favorite.
yourself?
Wow, I have to take myself out of the equation?
Yes.
I don't know that my ego could take that kind of hand. I don't know that I can pick a favorite. Like Mr. Legg and I have taught together off and on for 20 plus years. Mr. Buchanan learned how to teach and learned a lot about how he does things by being in my classroom as somebody observing and then working next to me for a couple years. We work together quite a bit. Seitz and I get along really well. I don't know. It's a hard one because people come and go. I have people that I've worked with that I loved working with that have retired or moved on to other things. They're the PE coaches. I love working with them on things. I don't get to very often. 6th grade teachers, I don't see very often. 7th grade teachers, I don't get to see very often. So it's one of those things. I don't know how to answer that question, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to be coy with the answer. I'm too old to care.
Way too old.
Careful.
Oh.
Careful.
Sorry, ancient.
What's your favorite musical that you've done?
Elf Jr. We put it together as this monstrosity. We moved this huge Christmas tree onto the stage and rolled it off the stage. We had side stage that went all the way around the backside of the stage itself. We borrowed stage pieces from another school. My daughter was actually in the show. Got to spend some time with her in the show. But it was a fun one. And it was around Christmas, and we had a big celebration. Had all kinds of big snafus on stage and got to see kids who actually acted their way through it and made it through pretty well. We did The Sound of Music my senior year. We put it together in 5 weeks. We had 5 weeks because we weren't going to do it. And then the principal who'd been there since the building opened decided to retire. And that was his favorite musical, and our director wanted to do something special for him, so we put Sound of Music on stage in 5 weeks. We built a mountain on a side stage with an area we could actually have people come down the mountain, dancing down the mountain. And we had trees that were in the flies on stage. So they would lower in and go back up. Well, during one of the performances, the trees came down, hit so hard it broke one of them. So when they pulled it back up, half the tree fell down. So when it came back in the next scene, the trees came down, we had a floating tree on stage. If you want a snafu that was here, during Elf Jr., we had a snow globe that was part of the story. And Buddy was supposed to do something with the snow globe. Well, somewhere along the way, it fell and broke on stage and, spilled water. He picked it up, worked with it, said something, kind of funny, pithy. I don't remember what it was he said, but worked with it. It became part of the staging, became part of the show, and no one really noticed. And then I ended up having to come out during intermission and mop the floor.
What has been our issue this year at our musical?
The big issue was you running away and we could never find you.
What do you mean running away?
You ran away multiple times.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He ran away at every time that we needed him. He'd say, okay, go do this real quick, and tell us how to do it in very simple terms. But then, as soon as he left, problems would emerge, and as soon as he would come back, we would be out already trying to find him.
If you've learned nothing about me, I try to teach you how to do it, try to get you started with how to do it, and then see if you can solve the problems.
I haven't learned much about you, other than you're that one tech guy.
I am that tech guy.
I mean, you kind of go to him for every tech issue.
I spend a lot of time with tech stuff. Yeah, that's my thing, and that's kind of even my teaching philosophy is I want to throw it out there, give you opportunities to do it, but I can't anticipate everything you'll ever have to deal with. I want to give you the tools, let you try and figure it out, and I'm there as a safety net, so if you mess it up, I'll fix it.
Wow, I think we should really do a Ming moment in the future. Well, I'm Peyton Ryan. Now back to you in the studio.
Wow, that was one of the funniest segments we've had in a long time.
I know, right? I hope we have more like it.
Well, that's it for this episode of GTV. I'm Lauren Lowe.
And I'm Madeline Cornice.
And remember, Grizzlies, we are Team PK.
Welcome back to this episode of GTV. I'm Madeline Cornice.
And I'm Lauren Lowe.
Hey, Lauren, did you know this is the last year that GTV will be a class?
Wait, what?
April Fools! Let's head over to Reese to prank some more Grizzlies. Can I redo that? Cause my face,
I was like, what?
my face dropped.
Looks at me and goes.
No, Miss Garricky, I don't know if you saw me doing that, but my face dropped when I read that.
I told Peyton to write that into the news.
No, my face.
Like, what could have been there? And she's like, tell them this is the last year we're doing GTV.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to this episode of GTV. I'm Madeline Cornice.
And I'm Lauren Lowe.
Hey Lauren, did you know that this is the last year that GTV will be a class?
Wait, what?
April Fools. Let's head over to Reese to prank some more Grizzlies.
Cade, make sure Colin's filming the news. He's gotta learn.
Learn, Colin.
Wow, those Grizzlies got so scared.
I know, right?
Hey Maddie, how do you think the 6th graders liked their first year so far?
I don't know. I hope it's going well. It's really, really slow.
It is.
But used to make sure.
Because this guy can't stand. It's not there. It is.
There.
It's here. Okay.
There, yeah. It's really slow, so just don't start for a few seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, oh yeah, it said at 125 again. Whenever I redid it. It's right back at
What do you know? Put it out.
Guys, I threw baby Jesus over there. Do you think I could find him?
Baby Jesus?
Baby Jesus? Girl, what?
Story time. Someone told me I need Jesus in my life, and it was a teacher.
It's kind of crooked.
3, 2, 1.
I can write that down for you.
Okay, we ate. Ready. I'm sorry.
I'm Lowe.
And I'm Madeline Cornice.
And remember,
What are we remembering?
Just say and remember Grizzlies.
Remember, Grizzlies.
And remember, Grizzlies, we are Team PK.
Was that good or should we redo it?
Redo that because Lauren does not put her fist up in the air.
Nope. Okay, well, did anyone tell her? Let's not blame her.
When do I put it up?
Lauren.
Do I go Team PK?
You did it, Lauren. Good job, Lauren.
Here's the mic.
Oh, my back.
Leprechaun looking. Kaden looks like a leprechaun.
I am an old lady.
Did you stop recording yet?
Yeah.
What's up? Wait a minute.
We can drive